Hey everyone, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. Come spend my day off with me from nursing school. So to get this morning started, I like to write in my 5-minute journal. If you're not aware of what the 5-minute journal is, it's basically like a journal of gratitude. So if you can see this. So every day it starts off with like a little quote, and then you write what you're grateful for, things that would make today great, and then your daily affirmations. And then in the evening you write 3 things that were highlights of your day, and then what you learned. And so I've been doing this since the beginning of January, and it's definitely been really nice. I feel more grateful. And it kind of puts like also the day into perspective too. Like even if it was a hard day, like it makes you really think of something that really made the day better or made your day great. That you kind of just forget if you don't have a good day. So yeah, I've been sticking with this every day and night, and even if it's late or if I'm running late, I'll try and just squeeze it in, or I'll even bring it with me in the morning and then fill it out wherever, in the morning, wherever I needed to be, and then move on with the day. I just washed my face with this exfoliator, and this stuff is so good. I totally recommend. It's like really grainy, but I feel like it really wakes up your skin, and it kind of removes any like excess oils and just kind of cleans out your pores. This stuff is really good. Side note, I got this really cute headband from Etsy. I was planning on wearing it for Valentine's Day, but isn't it so cute? It is a little on the big side, but it's fine. But I thought it was just so cute, so I was gonna do it. But I love the little pearls, so I thought I could wear like some jeans and like a neutral shirt, and then this cute little like head detail. Clearly I'm planning out my outfits. I don't know why, but like this just feels so nice in the morning. It's like ice rolling's like one of those things where it's like, does it really work? Does it really do anything? And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I will say it feels so nice. I also always get the neck. Isn't there like a saying where like with skincare you're always supposed to get the neck? So it's like, why not get the neck when you're doing an ice roller? Happy February. I can't believe it's already been a whole month in the year. And it's also crazy too because this is week 4 of nursing school, so next week will be week 5. It's crazy how much it's actually gone by pretty quickly. Totally not saying that every day is easy, but I think for me with nursing school, it's better for me to look at day per day than like the month. Because when I do write on my whiteboard, like all my exams and all when my assignments are due, I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a little crazy. You know, like a lot is jam-packed and due in like the same weekend. But I've got this and I can do it and just take day by day. And yeah, I have some notes that I did not write yesterday that I need to write today for health assessment. So we'll do that. We'll do a pathophysiology review. We were doing acid bases and what else? And electrolytes. So it was very heavy chem yesterday. So I kind of want to go over that again. And then assessment. So I will, it's just really just terminology. So for that class, I'll just review the terminology because we do usually have quizzes the following week for that terminology. This week we don't, I don't know why. So I'll review over that terminology for health assessment, and then I will make like flashcards, or I'll do Quizlet. I will probably do Quizlet just because it's easier that I can kind of bring it Quizlet anywhere. So just walk around with like this piece of paper. So we're gonna do some breakfast first. This is the final product. So I did some avocado with 2 eggs, and then I added some cherry tomatoes, salt and pepper, just a little seasoning, and yeah, looks delicious. I can't wait to dive in. Okay, so I just finished eating breakfast and now we're gonna go and do a Sculpt Society workout. The Sculpt Society is like a Pilates based workout. They have some really good quickie videos, so like 5, 10, 15 minute little short workouts. They do like dance cardio, think sculpt. So if you've ever done a core power sculpt class where you are doing like, maybe that's not an example. It's like it's Pilates, and then some things kind of mimic like what you would do like in a reformer Pilates minus the actual reformer. Also super random, but I got this mat for Christmas and it's called the Stakt mat. It was actually one of the Shark Tank businesses, and if you're looking for a mat, I love this mat. It is a foldable mat, so you can fold it all the way down, and it folds really nicely and it still has its shape. But I love it for like workouts like the Sculpt Society, where if we're doing like, you know, like a plank, like I have kind of like wrist issues, so I can put my hands on this and it kind of gives some elevation. Tricep dips, I know people like it for that. Or even they'll have it folded all the way up and they'll do like leg step ups on it. It is a little sensitive, I guess. The fabric is a little sensitive, meaning like if I wear my hair clip, the line will kind of show. It's been good with like keeping its shape, but there are definitely like a couple spots where I'm like, okay, you know, you kind of have to be careful what you put on it. I think actually this is the one that's for my hair clip, so I try not to put my head back on it, but it is a really good mat. I mean, I guess you do have to be a little, you do have to kind of baby it a little bit, but I really do like it. So if you're looking for a good mat, I don't know if I would take it to yoga. I would mostly use it just for at-home workouts. So this is the Sculpt Society app. I usually do it off of my phone, but just so you can see, this is the app on the TV, so it's gonna display a little bit differently. But I usually will go into like a new video of the week, and I'll do one of these. It's locked because I'm not logged in on this. And I'll usually do like a, depending on what I have time for. Usually if I'm doing a break, I'll do like a 25 minute one, but she has a bunch of really good videos and they're really effective. I really like her core work and her arm work. So yeah, I will probably do this new one. Was it new video of the week? I'll probably do, not really feeling legs. So maybe I'll do full body. These two have kind of been my favorite lately. I think I'm gonna do this one right here. I just said I didn't want to do legs yet. I'm gonna do it. So, and then I'll kind of give you a little breakdown of like what equipment and then kind of what exercise you're doing. I have these bala weights that are actually really nice. Basically, they're like arm weights, ankle weights. You can just kind of strap them on. But I really like these, and I have these in the 1 pound, and these are each 1 pound, and then I have them in 2 pounds. So I'll usually do 2 pounds for ankles and then 1 pound for arms. But she does like a segment of dancing arms, and so these are really nice for that if I want a little bit extra. If not, I use those little 3-pound dumbbells, and they are effective. It's funny how just doing a light weight, you can still feel it and still be sore the next day. So this is the one I will probably do. So I finished my Sculpt Society workout, and now I'm gonna move on to doing my health assessment notes. I am gonna make a little note paper, little sheet of like everything that I need to do in list of priority. That way I'm not here all night. But I do have some work I need to get done today. So we're first gonna start with health assessment, because I did not do notes for class this week, yesterday, and it'll also be like a really good review for me as well, and then that way during the weekend I can just kind of overview those notes versus having to like fully take the time to rewrite them and all that. So we're gonna get that done today, and I will check in soon. Bye. We're at the point where I can take my first break. So I'm gonna stop working on my health assessment notes, and I'm gonna go make myself an iced matcha latte, and then we're gonna get back to doing some more notes. This is kind of been a trial and error, but this is kind of how I like it. I have no idea if this is like the right way or if there is a right way to make matcha. But I usually take a little bit of my matcha powder and I pour it into like a separate bowl, and I strain it, and then I use a utensil to like a spoon to like just kind of get all the little crumbs through the strainer. And then I have my matcha powder, and then I'll usually add some honey just to give it a little bit of a sweetener, and I kind of like put a gob of honey, probably like a tablespoon. That looks like so much, but it's really not that sweet. So I've got my honey, and then I use some hot milk, this is water. I use some hot water, and then I put it over, and it kind of like also makes the honey not so like solid like and more into a liquid, which is kind of what you want. So then that way when you're drinking your matcha, it's not, oh, I did that way too fast. That way when you're drinking your matcha, it's not like attached to your straw, the honey. So I mix this. I need one of those little matcha, those little like, what are they called? Those little bamboo things. I'm blanking out on the name. But I need one of those. I just haven't found a good one. I've looked on Amazon, and I feel like all of those say like, all the reviews just say that they break in like a use. And so I haven't found one that looks good. So if you like matcha and you have a whisk, that was the term I was looking for. And you like your whisk, please leave the link below because I do need to get one. And it'll help with like this kind of like clumping, if you can kind of see that. So see how it kind of clumps if you use a spoon. That's why the whisk is important. But you know what? We're making do with what we have. Okay, so now that I have that, I have my ice in a cup. And then I'm gonna use this cashew milk. I really like this one because it does not have any like guar gums. It's really limited in ingredients. So we like that. We like limited ingredients. So I'm gonna pour some of this into a cup. And then I'm gonna pour my matcha. Straight in. Always have like a napkin prepared because I feel like it's constantly dripping. And then I'll grab myself a straw. Mix it up. I'm also in like the learning stages of making matcha. As I said, I don't know if like I'm the best example. But like I feel like other people's matcha is like very vibrant and green, and mine's a little dull. Maybe I just did more milk than matcha. But I really like mine, so this is how I'm gonna make it until I get a whisk and maybe some different matcha, because this one is it's pretty empty. I've had it for a while. Also, I feel like it used to be a lot more vibrant and now it's a little bit more dull. But it hasn't expired. I've had it for a good minute. So it's gonna expire. Oh wait, it is 2024. So yeah, I should have finished this before and then grab a new one. I really like this one though, this brand. So I'm probably gonna order this one again. I'm gonna grab an RX bar for a little snack. These are my favorite just because they are minimal ingredients and they have a good amount of protein in them, so they will keep me satisfied until lunch. And right now, the blueberry flavor is my favorite, but I really do like the, I think it's like chocolate and sea salt. The strawberry one's good. I didn't really care for the chocolate chip, which I was really surprised about, but this is a good one. This is one of my go-tos, and yeah, so we'll have this, and then we'll have some matcha. Okay, taking my second break of the day, and this break's gonna be a little bit longer because I'm gonna have some lunch and maybe check my email and do that kind of stuff, and then I'll get back to finishing my notes. So just a visual, this is my lunch. So I just topped it with a little bit of some Greek yogurt and avocado, and yeah, we got protein, we got carbs, we got fat, all the good stuff. And it's kind of like a homemade Chipotle bowl. Also with the chicken, I like to just add lime and like a siete taco seasoning packet and marinate the chicken in a bag, and then I'll put it in the crock pot, and easy lunch. Okay, I finally finished those notes, this lecture. That was like 4 chapters, and I'm so glad to be done. At the end of that, I was like, I'm done with this. But that was a lot of work that I had to do for that class. So all that is done. Basically, that was like 2 classes worth, but I definitely took my time because I really wanted to make sure I was understanding it and kind of quizzing myself while I was doing the notes and the videos and the text reading. So it was a lot. And then now I'm gonna get to doing my ATI modules for my clinical class tomorrow. So there's only 2. And then once I'm done with that, then I'll focus on patho and just kind of reviewing, which I don't know why, but I feel like on my days off, like I have such a big like goal of getting, everything done, like reviewing for each class, and I just feel like realistically that's not always the case. And I like feel guilty. I'm like, did I waste time by like, sleeping in a little bit, because I normally wake up so early and I go to bed so late. I've been so exhausted. So I slept in a little bit. I'm like, should I feel guilty about that? Should I feel guilty that I like took time to do a workout? Like, how is it taking me all day to do, this much work? Blah, blah, blah. But I will say I did have to redo like a whole chapter notes from last week for health assessment, and it was all like cranial. It was all about nerves and like the PNS and the CNS, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. So you can imagine like that's a lot, and there's so many nerves and stuff that I have to remember and memorize, and I didn't want to just like write notes just to write notes. So I always try and like quiz myself while I'm doing it. So that took some time. And then I did take a lunch break in the middle. So, but anyways, as I was saying, I just feel like sometimes I feel guilty if I don't get done like my long checklist that I have for myself. So I feel like I need to give myself grace, but then I also don't feel like I should be guilty, because, it is a lot of work and I need to step it up. Like if I want to get A's on my next exams, like I need to put in all the work. And I'm trying my best. But yeah, days like these where I'm like, I have a whole day off and I feel like I spent so much time on one class and like I didn't get to the other classes, like I feel like, guilty. Anywho, so I'm gonna take a 10-minute break and then I'm gonna get to my ATI modules. This shouldn't take me too long. Crossing my fingers. Last week they took me literally a couple hours because they were very long, and there was 3, and we had to do the pre-test, the assignment, and the post-test to each of those. So they are hefty. So we're gonna go take a break, and then we're gonna go do those 2 ATI modules.
So for tonight's dinner, we had a shrimp pasta with shrimp, spinach, and cherry tomatoes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Bye!